WWE has done the unthinkable with Liv Morgan. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what they did and how they can capitalize on it. And if it's actually a good thing, because Liv Morgan has taken the world by storm, and it's such a fresh breath of air. Because Liv Morgan has struggled. We have seen her struggle. We have followed her journey, especially the last 7 to 8 months, right? You even further back from then, right? We're almost coming up on a year. Wow. Oh, how times have just flown by. She got injured. She was written off at WWE television thanks to an attack by Rhea Ripley. In December, she gets pulled over and arrested for marijuana, synthetic marijuana, or suspicions of synthetic marijuana. That gets squashed, no big deal. She returns in January at the Women's Royal Rumble match. She officially kicks off the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour. She has her sights set on Rhea Ripley. She initially comes back as a babyface. But then, what do? They turn her heel, right? She wins some, she loses some. Oh, it's the same song and dance with Liv Morgan, right? Coming out of WrestleMania, of an event that she missed, by the way. She was not even on the freaking card. What happens? Well, she enters right into a program with Rhea Ripley for the Women's World title. Rhea obviously went over Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 40 to retain said championship. So what happens? Well, Rhea gets hurt. AC joint sprain in her shoulder. Liv Morgan was the person behind the attack. She gets screwed over in a battle royale. Fast forward, you go to the king and queen of the ring, PLE. She does the unthinkable. She defeats Becky Lynch. The same Becky Lynch who had her WWE contract expiring just a few weeks after that event. Or actually days after that event. Because 2 nights later on Monday Night Raw, Liv Morgan goes over Becky Lynch a second time, this time in a steel cage. And now she's off to the races, and she's doing some of the best promo work, some of the best character work of her entire career, if not the best. She's in this storyline with Dominic Mysterio because she's waiting on Rhea to return. And you know what happened? Fans are actually behind it. I know. It's remarkable. A company like WWE, a juggernaut in marketing, gets behind one of its talents, and they are starting to do the unthinkable. They have legitimately made Liv Morgan their hottest star. It's their hottest star. And I can back up this stat. I can back up this take. The unthinkable of Liv Morgan, who was not even in a winning record in 2021, 2022, or 2023, is now their hottest star. She has everyone talking. And it's not just me. It's also on social media. Because Liv Morgan, if you go on WWE's YouTube channel, on this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, her segments from Raw were the most viewed segments from this show of all segments on WWE's YouTube channel. And doing so by a considerable margin. The same star who everyone poked fun of. Do you all remember, 2020, 2019-ish? When she did that horrific storyline with Lana and Bobby Lashley? She was a freaking laughingstock. She has legitimately turned herself into a major star. Now, WB obviously had a huge hand in that, but her effort, her work, her dedication, it's starting to pay off. This would have been unthinkable just a few years ago. Heck, this would have been unthinkable a year ago. Heck, this would have been unthinkable a few months ago. And WWE has done it. And it is time that we recognize what they've been able to do and what they've been able to do with Liv Morgan. And now it makes you think, okay, well, she had a really good feud with Becky Lynch. She's doing the best character work of her career right now. Can you imagine what's going to happen when Rhea Ripley returns? That's going to be a major match. And I've even pitched, I think that is a PLE main event in the waiting. It's right there if WWE wants to take it. And I think that they could take it. Look, y'all, if we can get Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax for the Women's World title in Perth, Australia at the Elimination Chamber, PLE, to headline, why can't we get Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley to headline? And I know what some of y'all are going to say. Well, it's because Rhea's from Australia. Yeah. And your point is? Well, they did it because she's in the hometown. That's her home country. Yeah. But they knew Rhea Ripley was the star of the show, right? Because it's in her home country. So if you're telling me that Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley is the hottest program at a B-level pay-per-view, they're the two biggest stars in the company, they have the biggest storyline going on, why can't they headline a PLE? If we're just talking about star power, if we're just talking about who's everyone buying a ticket to see, I think it would be those two. They're building up this program so well that Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio, Rhea Ripley's not even on freaking television. They're opening Monday Night Raw with this feud. They are main eventing Monday Night Raw with this storyline. They did it back-to-back weeks. Steel cage closed. Following week, Liv Morgan, she opens. They're doing multiple segments throughout the show. It's not just one segment. It's not even two segments. They're doing multiple. What does that tell you? That tells you that Liv Morgan is a legitimate, bona fide star. It tells you that it's something that you may want to pay attention to because WWE brass, they're paying attention to it. Everything follows in its steps. And if you look at Liv Morgan, go past Rhea Ripley. What else could she do? Who else could she work with? What other programs could we get? It's all a circle. If she had an epic feud with Becky Lynch, if she's going to have an epic feud with Rhea Ripley, we already know they have great chemistry. Now they just got the backstory. What's going to happen when she steps inside the ring with a returning Charlotte Flair or a rising star in Tiffany Stratton or a beast in Jade Cargill or the ultra babyface in Bianca Belair? What about Bayley? Right? Like there's multiple things that is lined up for Liv Morgan to the point where she's legitimately just getting started. Take notice now. Join us now because Liv Morgan is about to take over. Speaking of joining in, join the flood, and I thank y'all so much, the flood of support for this channel by hitting the notification bell so you are notified every single time we upload new content here to the channel. And also, merch has been flying off the shelves. Down in the description below, we got some great promo codes that are really helping us, and I greatly thank you for that. So join us over there, and in that, I will see y'all in the next video.